Fight to rewrite the history of your family negative bloodline. Job 22, 15, 16.
As thou marked the old way, which wicked men have trodden.
He said, had thou marked the old ways? Have you checked the family, the old way, the old system of your family? How the wicked men, how they move? You know, you come from a family. Before you write an history of a family, first of all, check the history. You are not checking it. You're building on the system of family, on the foundation that built on the family. It says in the Bible, says, check the history. Sit down and calculate the history of your fathers. Calculate the lineage of your mothers. Calculate the family where your mother or your father came out from. And you now know the weapons and instruments you need to win this battle. Because in the flesh, you cannot win it. In the carnality, you cannot win it. It's a serious matter. It's a serious power that comes in. Can we read number 16?
Which were cut down out of time.
He said they cut that down. They're down, timely dead. The pattern, the system of your bloodline. If they follow you are following now. They did not live long. Whose
foundation was overflown with a flood.
A flood of demons. A flood of witchcraft. A flood of civil wars. A flood of ignorance of traditions. Took them away. Somebody come and say, I believe my family, my father's foundation, I believe on the tradition of my family. See the way they've gone. The flood took them away. They tread on this, you know. Before we go down, let me talk about history. What's the history? Person, history is an experience of yesterday and the chronicles of the past of the family. The behavior patterns of a family that repeat itself. More families have one negative heritage or another associated with them. Some have struggled with this evil foundation for centuries. It's a generation, 30 generations, 32 generations. They're the same system. What you are living, the life you are living, the system you are living, is a system that already, from the beginning of your family, that's been the life. So sometimes when you behave, you say, no wonder, this one is Igbo, or this one is Yoruba, or this one is Do, or this one is Chakiri, or this one is Port Harcourt. That's how they behave. Because it's a begun pattern. A behavior pattern of struggle of a sin. Struggle of a pattern in the family for a long time. And others have accepted the persistent approach on their lives. How do you explain a persistent poverty of many generations? How do you talk about a persistent poverty in the midst of plenty, in a lineage? How do you notice the surge of premature death that always go through a lineage? And it happened in the family, it happened to our great-grandfathers, and it still happened nowadays. And do you know what is that? When God created a family is the first institution that God created before anything was started on the earth. So God loved the family, God blessed the family, God says the family be fruitful and multiply. And the family carry what they call the potency of God in life. So the power and the vision of God comes to the family. But Satan hijack it. There's no family without stars. Stars are the ones that come to give light to the family. But when the star is taken, how the family will go? And who are the people stealing stars? A wife can steal a star. A mother can steal a star. A father can steal a star. A siblings can steal a star. Uncles can steal a star. Kindreds can steal a star. Village people can steal a star. In the market, they can sell a star. There are many stars that are trading in this marketplace in the spiritual world, even physical world. So these are stars that are supposed to change and rewrite the history of the family. So the history remains the same way because the man who's supposed to rewrite the family had trapped in the holes. Isaiah 42 from 19 to 21 he said, these are people that trapped in the hole. No one said restored. Because he was deaf. He's blind, he could not see. He's blind, he could not see. He said, look, all you blind. Look, you all deaf. Who are these? He said, these are stars that God sent to the earth to change the family. They say you are in love. But it's something like you are giving a love. But ask your partner, are you in love? He doesn't even have what you are saying in his heart. He's come to what they call harvest. His name is called harvester. But to you are in love. God said, when we must child, eyes open. Praise the Lord, somebody. Somebody listen to me now. Praise the Lord, somebody. Family is a record of a family or a life of family members. A record of your family with children contained in it. It's a collection of your parents or past ancestors. How they live their life, how your family are living life, how the life they pass on to you. A record of a family, of the history or behavior pattern of your father, which they pass to you through umbilical cord. A collection of the children, and other descendants. A written history of ancestors containing several generations of a family information that going back to time. An ancestral family history with a chapter for the couples that started or the family, and a chapter of chapter that started for your family, which you are now at the new page. Praise the Lord. A collection of family traditions and the origins. This is what they call history. A collection of traditions and origins. Or it's a newsletter of a family. Or time capsules of a family. Or family organization book or posters that be in a family. Now, if you have a destiny, a man, just like Joseph was sent to a family, Judah was sent to a family, they stole his stars and sent it to Egypt. What happened? What happened? History. Family history. How do you say that history is always repeating itself? Jesus died. He gave us power. He gave all we need to succeed. And history is still playing up. I saw a man of God came up online and says he wants to marry 7 wives. The father married 5. He says it's not a sin. And he did traditional marriage for all of them. One of the pastors even wedded 3 at the same day. These are histories. And Satan is just seeing the playing. He's just playing. Just playing. This is a good or bad that flow down like a river from your family to you. History flows from generation to another. Family history is a stubborn architecture that designs its own foundation. He designed his own foundation. History designs its own foundation. Negative family history that's supported by evil authors. History is an essay that can be rewritten. History is like a capsule that builds many years to come. You can live in it or pass it on to many generations. History has its own generational problem. You may decide to leave the problem or you stay with the problem. You may decide to live with the problem. You just not to squeeze your face. Not just whatever you allow is already in. He said you have a door to your life. What you cast away, cast away. What you accept in, come in. History. History. You see that almost 5 people married in a family, 3 have divorced, 2 remaining. So even the powers of darkness are at the gate waiting for the second one or the last one to come up. History. Who will rewrite this history? He said, who will go to heaven? Who will go to the hill that have holy hands? Who is? Because a man who wants to rewrite history is ready for obstacles and challenges. Battles are going to come. Because enemy, demons and powers of darkness are enjoying the benefits that are going on in the family. Praise the Lord, somebody here. You can leave it and pass it to many generations. History has its own generational problem. You may decide to fight or move out of it. That's why some families have, there's a battle you cannot win. You just walk away. This generation, this month of December, month of January is the month they steal people's destiny, stars. Because many people are thinking about how they survive 2025. So they need to look for some people to steal their destiny in order to survive. And the problem is that for you to fulfill a destiny, do you really know whether you have it or do you really need it? He said, the one you have shall be taken away and give to who has it. Because you don't have it, and you can sell it for 50,000. You can sell it for porridge. You can sell it for chicken. You can sell it for mega plus. You can sell a bottle of wine. Your destiny. You can sell it for 5 minutes enjoyment. It depends on what you know, and what you have, and what you have built, and how powerful what you carry. Because you don't know that a man that comes today, paying school fees for people, paying house rent, giving people clothes, giving people food, paying house, sustaining generations, all that, doesn't know there is a light. That is a light who answers God's prayer on earth. Many people prayer doesn't get to God because the powers of a foundation will not allow you to get to God. So God stations some people who will stand to answer God's prayer. God uses as a channel. God knows that anytime He speaks to you, you hear from God. Anytime God wants to pass a blessing, pass to you. So He found out that other people cannot get to God because foundation is speaking against them. A man was fasting and praying for over 1 year, and he couldn't make any progress and any testimony. And the voice of God came to him and said, you are crying that you never have a breakthrough, but you never asked that the history of your family, you're already on your way to hell. I decided to rewrite your history. Because your mother still today, your mother have killed almost 80 people in the witch coven. Your own grandmother killed 38 human beings and eat them and drink their blood in the spiritual world. Your father was Oboni, your great-grandfather was Oboni, your third father was Oboni, your fourth father was Oboni, and these are people that kill human beings in your family. So you enter, you come to me, you expect me to give a blessing where I already condemn you. God said you already condemned. You don't ask for blessing, you ask for rewrite your history. God decided I set you back to show mercy. That all this while you are fasting and praying, I was watching you that to know whether you have the same blood. The person mellowed down. You know, people don't know. You don't know the history of where you're coming from. If your grandmother is alive, is a witch, you are still part of it. Because that's your umbilical cord. If you are not living a good life, and your parents is still in witchcraft, you are part of witchcraft. If your grandmother is a witchcraft, and you are not totally giving your life to Christ, you are still part of it. Because your blood is still the part of blood. Your blood is not different from your family blood. Collectively, God judge your family. Ella in the family, God judge all the whole family. The people that sin, who do not sin, all fall in the same trap because all of them carry the same blood. There are powers in the many family history that make sure that people repeat process and pains of their history of their fathers. Many people today, you see today, they are repeating the pains of their parents. Your father, you wouldn't live to see your father. You wouldn't live to meet up your father. But you don't know that you're going through the pains your father went through. Pains of your grandfathers, pains of your great-grandfathers. Because the same spirit, the same pattern, the same system. Nothing changes. You're busy looking for children. You're busy looking for husband. You're busy looking for money. But you don't know that you are already corrupted from the womb. You have no space. You don't have even the mercy of God come to you. So when you serving God, that's when the light of mercy is coming. The mercy does not give automatic a prosperity. The order is to have a channel with God. To have a channel with God. That is why I say a lot of people who have a pastor, they struggle and struggled in things of God, and they went back to the other world because they couldn't continue. A lot of people couldn't continue the things of God because there's no space for them. Anytime God allowed the enemy to strip you naked because already have been calling you for many years, come out for your family. Say, come out among them. Be separated. I will be a God and you be a son. Say, be separated. Say, God says separated. Because you are going through the trap. So you will not be carried by flood. It can be flood of poverty. It can be flood of family death. It can be flood of affliction. It can be flood of disease in your family. There's some disease that's already hang up in your family, but it's not coming now. But at a certain age, it will manifest. A certain age will come. The strength or the power of your family, they make sure that no one escapes from it. Sometimes in the family history, many people started with negative patterns and end up with positive impacts. Sometimes some people started with the positive family behaviors and end up with a negative effect. So it depends on. Some people started born again at the earlier stage At the end, their life was worse. Their life became worse. Many families have no peace. Satan does not want them to live in a unity so that they will not understand family history. Sometimes Satan scatters them all over the earth. Many people are living in a family history unknowingly to them because nobody is there to educate them. In Deuteronomy 2, Deuteronomy 7 from 2, it says, do not, from 2 to 5, it says, do not go among them. Never you seek a wife for your daughters or for your sons, because they will turn your heart from serving me. He said, will turn hearts. There are places you do not go. The God says, I'll deliver them from thee. 3, he says, neither you shall make marriage with them and their daughters, and thou shalt not give his son or his daughter, and thou shalt not take to your son. Number 4. He said, for they will turn away your son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against thee and destroy thee suddenly. I see. Not be every man, every woman or every man you sleep with. Because when you have intertwined, see, sex is what they call stage marriage in spirit before physical joining. Whosoever you have a sex with spiritually, you already joined. You already married before you join. That is why God says, if you go into a relationship, stop that order for you to know who you are going through. Because when you bind yourself, you got married spiritually, physically. You see, there are certain people come to church now, you are coming for receive a blessing, not joining. A blessing you just want to. Let the pastor pray for you. Because you're already married. You're married already. Sometimes devils scatter them. Some family are proud to identify themselves with family negative patterns. They live in darkness. No information of yesterday. They have no information of yesterday. If your family is noted with negative patterns, then there's an old platform upon which Satan in that family is continuing to build on the same foundation and the same platform to continue to build, no matter the Christianity. There's a building, there's a platform of Satan in your life. And you say you are born again Christian, you are still standing on that platform. And you are still building like your forefathers. You are still building like your foremothers. You know, the worst thing can happen that you go for 30-day draft fast, you go for 40-day draft fast, you pray all your life. After 5 years, you still go back to the platform. Because they must make sure you go through that platform. As far as concerned, it's still concerned. Somebody in your family is there to put you through. And that person will be alive. That person will not die. Person that will educate you. Person that will make sure he fights you spiritually to make sure you follow that lineage will still remain in that family. I see a woman whose husband just died. The other one, the husband don't die. The other sister, the man one are married. And I asked myself, says, you have a spiritual husband. He says, yes. You have a spiritual husband. Yes. You have a spiritual husband. And the spiritual husband says they will remain as a single. They will not marry. They all have children. And they accepted it. You know, there are a lot of people accepted it with good faith because they don't want to fight. I want to let you know, nobody in this world, listen to this if you don't know it, nobody in this world prospers without a spirit. Human form doesn't have the capacity to prosper without a spirit. So when you come today, you say, you go abroad, you say that these people in the Western world, their prosperity, they are prosper. They have their spirit. Education have already fashioned or transformed life, transformed tradition to look like a culture. But the spirit is there. I want to let you know, every spirit your family have been consulted through an history of your family. You are not the one to look for it. Spirit to look for you. Spirit does not, man does not look for spirit. If you go and check the book, man does not look for spirit. Spirit to look for you. So if you feel to tell me, go and tell me the person who say he prosper, be a multi-millionaire without a spirit. Either negative or positive. That's a spirit. So stop I want to be like this. I want to be like Dangote. I want to be like a brigade. I want to be like a so. My brother, everyone has his own altar, his own place. There are things they speak to. There's something that speak to them. So it's an history. And the same person that start those things, it will not stand for him. It will pass on by his fathers. It will pass on by mothers. That is why, today I want to let you know, Chinese is owing Chinese. Go and Google it, and China is owing China. Because already, all the whole world is owing China. But there, who is that China? Dragon. And where the nations are collecting money from the dragon, because when the Antichrist come, you're able to give instruction to the whole world. Because every lender is a master to the borrower. Yes. If I owe you and you cannot pay me, I will say, give me your wife. I will say, give me your child. I don't see it. A man want to borrow money because his container was seized. And he came to his friend to borrow 20 million naira. He said, I have the 20 million. I'm even going to add it to 30 million naira for you. But I want to sleep with your wife. There's no way pride comes in life. A man does not have the money is a broke person. A broke man is an orphanage. Generation we are now, we are not a generation of love. Anybody talking about love, you're wasting your time, because this end time now there's no love. Love is gone and diminished. Money buy love. You can buy any love as many will buy. Somebody not hearing me now. There are different spirits in the world. Other godly spirits or Satan spirits that rule a family. And these spirits are come with covenants and come with plans. God is not the only one that prospers people. There are other spirits that back people, back off for prosperity. So if you think the Holy God, they prosper, not the Holy God. So many people sign their life for 6 months to die. Some people say sign their life for 1 year to die. So many families are dying on timely death. It's a sign, it's a signature. And the fathers produce it to their children. So it's an history of the family. It's an history. There are many families, all the male child, if they don't marry witchcraft, they won't live. There are so many families there, if they don't marry snake, they will not live. That is why I found out that I want to let you know, if your family married to witchcraft, if it is time for you to marry, witch will surrender you. You have to pick from it. Because it's your lineage. You can't run away from it. You can't run away from it. Every day by day you enter marriage, every day struggle. Don't you see that something is there? Do you think God is devil? God's hand is something that cannot save? You already signed a contract. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You are choosing the right path. They give you your first, what do you call you? Your spec. It's your family spec. If you like it back or like it front, they will provide it for you. That's what attract your father. When you saw your mother in the school, when they were mother in school, he picked a mother. That's why they made your father for village. My son, I'm suffering for village. All of you don't want to help me. You want me to die poverty. The spirit surrender to her. Spirits look for you, man. Man don't look for spirit. If you think you will be in love or be in love come to you. Before you find a man in the spirit physically, before you find a woman in the spirit, you already find yourself in the spirit. Nothing goes to man by surprise. Nothing comes to man by surprise. You need to change history. The old way that people link in this world to the spirit of prosperity is to worship and sacrifice. That's why when they say sacrifice and worship is a lie. If you don't worship God, you worship other spirits. It says history in the family. That's what your family worships. Your family worships something. There's something they worship. It's an history. Go and check in front of your house. There's a small idols there. Go and check. Family can travel afar. Let me tell you something. In the old generation, as many altars your parents visited, they carry as a luggage to the house, to the family. So as you're talking to you now, you can be in a church now, be with a real man of God. You enter another bad church order. As you are going home, you are carrying the angel of God going home. You are carrying the demons going back to home. And see, there are many families you see. Let me show you something. There are many families you see. Once you get to the family, the spirit of prayer that family is all to 30. Depending on 30 altars you have visited. Because you meet a man in the mountain. You meet one day, this, that, pray this. And all of them has a spirit that back that altar. Listen to me. When they get to your house, they share work together. Yes, they choose work. This one say, I'm in charge of barrenness. I'm in charge of fruitfulness. I'm in charge of poverty. I'm in charge of untimely death. I'm in charge of headache. So if they call untimely death die in the family, I'm the one that worship. If they talk about lack of prosperity, I am the one in charge. So they share work on the family. So you're busy fighting the boss, their platform, their connection in the family. But you're not fighting the spirit. The spirit is there. And what the spirit does is that the spirit wants you to worship them. They make sure say they weaken you. How they fight you is that you make a wrong choice. Your choice in life determines your victory in life. And if you don't have God in your life, Jesus in your life, you can never make a right choice in your life because the Spirit will choose for you. If you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, He will fight for you. Before you are born, He start fighting your battle. Start fighting it to the time you come to life because He doesn't want the business to destroy. A lot of people are finding secondary school. Some people are finding university because they know that if you finish university, they won't capture you. They capture you there, chain you there. I say, man, last time I went for what they call the wedding. A man, when he was at university, he met a lady, and he got married to he got the lady pregnant, and told the lady to abort the child. He would say over her dead body, because she saw that this man carried destiny, and their family, their father was in Monday school. He got somebody pregnant. The grandfather took by white man. He got to London. He got 2 or 3 people pregnant. This one, before he got married, he had to pregnant somebody in school. He told the lady to abort that baby. The lady said, cannot abort it. And he said, never in your life, I will not accept that child. And he has the baby boy. And he gave the name of that child the same name of the father. When I saw the man like this, the man got married. He couldn't have a baby boy. 4 baby girls. That's how it happened to his father. That happened to his grandfather. That happened to his great-grandfather. Do you see the platform? I don't want to be like my father. What the capacity do you have to not to be like a father? Not see your face like father, like son. Not see your face like mother, like daughter. Have you not seen it in Ezekiel? Ezekiel 16, verse 44, 45. It says, what proverb can we say? Like father, like daughter, like mother, like daughter. Is there the Bible there? This is it. You know, see children. What children are doing these days? Dealing with men. You see a small child. They sent a small child to Cotonou American University. He went to a native doctor in Cotonou. He was sleeping with the whole girl with a charm. 18 years old girl. When the parents came to me, and I asked them, I says, who lived with an old woman that's a spiritualist? He said, my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother. He used to do water spirit something. I said, that's what appeared to the daughter. The girl doesn't lack anything. She doesn't lack anything. If anything she wants, you need $10,000, I will provide. But she was going there collecting money from the hand, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. If you guys, I will give it to people. But the fly pressure in sleeping with these men, altogether, I used to charming them. 20 or 30 of them will be calling, all of them will fight on her present. Practice of spirit. That is why, yesterday night I was sleeping. I was not in my house. I was in an apartment where I am now. Cat. I was there yesterday to do prayer. Cat, he came in front. Now, estate, very big estate. But particularly my window, where I was sleeping, they're doing young. The cat was coming. I knew it was coming from. I kept quiet. Yesterday night, this morning, the same cat and the same time, 1 o'clock. I said, cat, show yourself. The person who with that cat is inside the church. After I slept, I saw the person. And why is the cat come? The person asked me for money. I didn't give that money. He asked me for that money. They asked me for money. I didn't give that money. So he decided to be coming to attack me. Sometimes the person will want to press me. Why? Because I asked me for money. I don't know. Family histories. If you are fighting to prosper, struggling, he said, if a God does not watch a house, the watchman is watching in vain. My brother, there's a boundary. There's a boundary in your family. They have drawn a line. That is why if you are a carnality, you are in the flesh, want to cross a band, you die. Or you go through affliction. That's why you open a spiritual warfare. You have to recharge in the spirit. You need to recharge in the spirit. There are records you want to break. You don't break it by flesh. You break it by spirit. Because what is trouble is in the spirit. What covenant to your family, decrease of your family is in the spirit. If you don't have altar, you have to raise the altar to fight. If you know the altar of your family, when you go home, you need to circle around. Circle the place where you cannot match. Set it there. Say, God, this is why I'm meeting with you. I cancel the altar of my family. You cannot fight in battle where your altar of your family is speaking. You must travel in the spirit. You must travel to your village. You must travel in the spirit. And not say travel physically, because they will cut your head there. You have to travel to a family to disconnect. No matter, even your father is a bishop, he's a title. You need to deal with some things. All that. That is why I found out that there are properties and everything you can only have because you don't know the spirit, because it's for ancestors. And a man who they colonate into that system are the one who can have access to it. Anyone who come by flesh to enjoy. So I see some family they are fighting for a property. A man who was an occult man, he just died 2021. One of the properties is almost 10 billion. The ones in England, or somewhere 3 million pounds, 2 million pounds. But before man died, he has 5 children from different ones. But he has another from concubine, has a son. And that son had to enter into the money, and he had to inherit the blessings. So immediately he died, other people came up to go and pick up such things and all of that. So 2021, till date, he never buried the man. A small boy, the people that are ahead of him, they senior him like 15 years. But a small boy who's like 20 years, 25 years, handling family with a spiritual power. They went to court. Every court they went to go to the judge, you go there. Once they see the boy, they cancel the case. Once they enter the court, they are taken to court. They are going to different places to make sure they eliminate this guy. They don't fit. When they came to me, I met them. I says, when I see this boy small, there are people who carry capacity. That's why there's a woman you marry for house. You will tell her, say, hey, one day I will leave. My brother, you are just joking. When the door closes, it's closed. The key is in her stomach. Move. How can you break up for a woman when you sleep every day, you eat his food, you drinking water? How will you go? The same person where they handle you know that you are not going anywhere. As far as they enter that part, you're already traveling in the journey. That's a journey you're traveling. And a journey you're traveling with weakness. You have a serious weakness. You cannot come out. Because you're already in a mouth of snake. How can you come out? How can you break a record? Your father want to break out. How did he break out? He couldn't break out. History continues in the family. That's why God said, I saw a man that will stand in the gap. Who is that man who can stand? Who have a holy hands? Who cannot swear deceitful? Who can say, lift up your head, O ye gates, because there will be a reply. Who can endure pains? Who can endure challenges? Who can endure the powers to come? Because the powers are enjoying the benefit, the resources of the family, and the worship and authority of your family. You come out to see the authority. Who gives the power? Except Jesus is in your life. Except it's Jesus in your life. You have to rise to fight a good fight. You think if you see snake in the dream, show it to you, that snake is appeared to you and said, they join in a snake battle. Remember, before David able to first thing confront Pharaoh, he had to encounter a battle of snakes. A battle of snakes. Go and check and find out that no generation ever existed without partnership with the Spirit. So whatever you are hearing that happen in your family, the Spirit is behind it. Before premature death, there's a spirit. Men are losing their stars. Check your family. How many people are using their stars? When you see a pastor prospering and small time close, ask the pastor, who has this slept with you? You are sold out. Who do you sold out about him? Sold out. Do you think many generations want to serve God? Do you think that many generations won't need God? That's why I say many people coming to church here already. You eat for food, they share something, they come to receive share of that. How many of them want to worship God? How many people want to serve God? How many people want to serve God? How many people know God? How many people can stand? When you say fire to enemy, they receive fire back to you. Let's I beg. I read this for looking last time. Let's read it. Let's read it again. Let's read it again. Revelation 18 verse 9. Let's read it. 9 and 10. He said, the kings of this earth, Revelation 18 verse 9, the king of this earth have committed adultery with her and live luxuriously with her, will weep and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. From the fear of her torment, they will stand far off. I'm reading 10 now. And they will say, alas, alas, the great city of Babylon, the mighty city, in 1 hour your judgment has come. Number 11. See, I want to show you now, number 11. You find out that the people of the earth, when you are calling multinational companies, see where they seek their power. This one I'm reading for you. Multinational companies, these are big companies all over the world. See where the power is coming from. 11 says, the merchandise of the earth will weep and mock over her because no one buy their merchandise anymore. All those big businesses you are seeing today, there's a spirit behind it. See now, it's there. So put it there. See it. No one buy it. Number 12, it says, the merchant of gold, silver, precious stones, pearls, fine linens, purple silk, scarlet clothes, and every kind of citron wood, and every kind of articles made of ivory, and every kind of articles made of costly wood, of bronze, of iron, of marble. 13. And the cinnamons and perfumes, frankincense, fragrance, ornaments, frankincense, and wine, oil, fine flowers, wheat, cattle, sheep, horses, chariot, bodies, and souls of men. Even they sell slaves. Most of you are sold, self, you don't know. See there, show me there. They sold them. Bodies of people. Then they even sell body parts, then they sell them. Then they sell body parts as a merchandise, business, and souls of men. They sold it. This is where? This is a spirit backing them up. He said, when the rapture will take place, when the coming of Jesus Christ, not be Satan will feel arrest, because Satan has no power. There's his own power that have a power. If you read Revelation 13, you see that it says a power will hand over. Put it there. It says, put it at number 1. Revelation 13, verse 1 and 2. Check it.
Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns.
You see, those crowns are the families they are conquered. Those crowns are destinies of people. You know, when they conquer you, they carry the crown and put the head. If you look at Revelation 2, when the woman was pregnant, the dragon that came with a different horns. The dragon, because the child too carried kings. You yourself come as a king. King, they fight kings.
And on his head a blasphemous name. Verse 2. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power. Oh,
dragon! Who is dragon? Satan. See, Satan. This is where Satan has another power. So Satan will not be the one. When Jesus will come in, Satan will not be the first person that is not a threat. Satan is not a threat to the world. This is the woman that's a threat. That's one I'm reading now. On Revelation 18, from 2 to downwards. You go and read it. So he had over the power and his throne and a great authority. 3 things he gives to her. Throne. So now, if you come to the earth, say you have a throne, make sure say there's going to be a battle. If you are great means say you're a star. Get ready for fight. If you have authority with the power of Jesus hand over to you, get ready for fight. That's why it won't come with spear. It won't come with knife. It comes with their body parts, body functions, the system, and pattern of the family. If you are great, when you hear great, it means a great man. A great man. You know when a great man carry the burden of the people without shaking. Somebody can carry a whole village, matter on the head without not shaking. I see somebody who's sponsoring different churches. He doesn't shake. He raise altar here, raise the altar, build the church, build the church. He didn't shake at all. Like great people. Even you yourself already. Have you not seen somebody want to? A common girlfriend will tell you say that he's pregnant. You'll be crying like say somebody died. Because your own is black star. You cry. Just a pregnancy. You see somebody crying. I was going to Lawrence one day like that. I said, Mom, crying. Or Major crying. And I said, I was so moved. And I stopped. I said, please, what happened to this man? He said, why? Get back to triplex today and a boss. Then for caught fire. So the man is crying. You don't know where to go. Say, a beggar can be there. But if that's such a news happen to a rich man, they will drink for his house for 1 month. People will come and be eating online. That's the man in capacity and sizes. All figures are not equal, but all figures are not useless. Amen. Sometimes when you're fighting a family battle, they look at you as useless. By the time when you come and begin to shine like a light, everybody will come and honor you. When Joseph was in the prison, nobody saw him. When he came out from the prison, the people came to bow. Because prophecy of God must surely come. But the man of prophecy is ready for war. You have to be afflicted. You have to give yourself. That's why the Bible says, do not be afraid of those who kill the flesh, but do not kill the spirit. Because your flesh must surely die. And in the process of delivering your family, they will attack you with eye problem, they attack you with fever, they attack you with leg problem, they attack you with poverty, they attack you with accusation, they attack you with judgment, they attack you every source of attack you with anything other than. But if you're able to overcome, Bible says, whosoever overcomes shall inherit all things. Promise of God is not the mere promise. That's a clause. You do know that a battle can be your mother. A person you're staging battle with is your mother. It can be a father you're staging battle with. By the father you're playing, he's now ready to show himself now. But later he will show himself. When you find out that you're serious over this matter, you will show himself. Mother's battle is a balancing battle. And as in the enter grave, your sister don't take over already. As in the enter grave, the own sister don't take over. And how many of you, let me show you something. To kill your mother, if your mother is a witch, to kill your mother is a very difficult issue. Because if you have accent of emotion in your life, she cannot die. And for you to kill a spirit or witchcraft in the spirit, first of all, you must develop hatred, physical hatred. From the hatred, you develop to bitterness. From the bitterness, you're able to assess the person in the spirit. When you are dealing with your mother or dealing with your wife, you are eating this food. My brother, you never start journey. You are not journey. You eat food. And they know that you cannot endure sex now. When they quarrel, you keep malice. They say you will not eat food. They know you go eat food very soon. They know you are very greedy. One day you go come back home like this. You go people say he has left. You go kitchen. Person when keep food in the kitchen, know how many sets of food and portion of food that is there. After that, one day you go see there. Please open yourself up. You know what again? My friend, fight a good fight. Fight a good fight. Why can you be sitting down, watching your family dying the same way they die in the days of their fathers? Stars are stolen. You know, I will teach you different type of people that steal stars. First of all, I taught you about the one who's the altars. Altars, every altar you are seeing is concerned about stars. Every altar you visited, negative altars, bring a star and exchange your head. Bring a star and exchange your head to live long. Bring a star, exchange your finance. Bring a star and do this. Two type of someone again is that I don't need a star, but I will not be alive to see the star grow. They say, I will show you the Bible, they will cast it down, cast the star. See star falling down from the sky. They say they will not use it. If you think there's some marriage you enter, they're paying your wife for that to keep you idle. Because the owner of you is crying in heaven on them. So she will make him money. I see somebody who said, oil company director, they held him down, the wife, they buy apple. If they come back, you say, honey, do you want to eat apple? Give him food, they eat food. Allow him to be sleep with different women, and you complaining. But he has already cast spell on him. He cast spell on him. Whatever you do is not normal. If they don't weaken you, they know they're in trouble. They have to weaken you. When you are captured, they put you there, one of your weakness. They know the child that's dangerous. No matter how they put that child in a snake, or put that child in a market, they know the child will soon wake up. Bible says, I know my sheep know me. In time come, my sheep will look for me. Hard ways, God will tell those children. Hard ways. No child that come up in life that will not come through hard way. Hard ways is the way. There are many enemies that God will not kill. He will preserve them to train you to come up in life. No, every enemy will die, not enemy will die. The jealous one that want to finish you today, God will lie down and go. But there are liberal enemies that God will keep. Today they carry you go court. Next one will carry you go court. Because you are still chewing gum. Time will come like this. You will not remember chewing gum to chew gum. You know say the battle is not a chewing gum matter. Battle don't wear khaki. You go to where they drink, he say, somebody. I mean, they do this. I go so rise. He say, me I drinking, I drinking. My brother. Bible says, God of this world cometh, but I find not in me. But no man in this world has the capacity to operate without a partial Holy Spirit or prosper. If you think that no spirit in Western world, if you think that no practice of sacrifice, interaction with the spirit for their civilization, you are joking. My brother, you are joking. A lot of churches today, you don't see churches today, some churches 6 months, they don't grow. I see a pastor who have struggled for many years. 2 years ago, he has opened 27 branches. And a big people just visited in church, it just exploded. 2020, all of them just came like, just move. Spirit. What they demanded for you? Worship and sacrifice. He told you, Jesus said, Matthew 4, if you bow down and worship me, you get the whole world. What is the fight between you and your family? Bow down, worship me, I give you the whole world. Once you surrender, battle end. Because all of you are going to the hell together. Give me your soul and take the earth. By the saying, you don't give me your soul, the earth belongs to us. Heaven belongs to God. So you suffer on the earth and go to heaven where they go. But for you to enjoy earth and enjoy heaven, that must be, you are ready for war. Choose how you die. Choose how the fight will be. That's what the Bible said from the days of John the Baptist, up to now, the kingdom of God is over violent, take it by force. Everything man needs in life is information. When a man got information of who he is, a man got information about what he's here for. My brother, it does not need to bring about the bush. It's to have to say, if I die, I die. If I perish, I perish. But this star will not shine in the grave. Because many occult people are sleeping in the grave to take that star that people don't use. I told you a man use his grandmother for sacrifice. And I asked, what? Why? They said the grandmother lived all her life by the number from faith destiny. So many of you are living now. Your destiny is stuck somewhere. You are not using it. You are jack of all trades, master of none. Because you don't know who you are. No placement. You don't know who you are. You are following people of this world. I was talking to one of my pastors. This guy came out for deeper life, very holy, very mighty, and moved down to Port Harcourt. He got to Port Harcourt, started following them to live where they live. He married first wife. And he got pregnant. That is, I have a baby child. The second one, the wife couldn't deliver in time. And he took the wife to hospital. The wife now confessed that the pregnancy in the womb is not for him. He left that one. He married to another one, a quick-born lady. That one gave birth to a child. After 1 year, the child died. The woman died. Sorry. A lady is supposed to marry many years ago. He canceled the guy to go and marry another man. The lady married to another man for 10 years. He couldn't have a child. Unknowing that he waited for that person to come. After he left the first marriage, he left the second marriage, and now they met again. So I want to let you know that anytime they orchestrate your plan, everything about plan is already fashioned. You are not just playing the music. Your playing are going to their roles. It says something is done to cut that chain. It still remains. He said, if the foundation destroy, what can the righteous do? People can do many, many things in their family to save the generations. You cannot reconstruct. You cannot redesign. You cannot decide to rewrite. You cannot break generational bondage. You cannot change the history and errors of your foundation if you are not involved. You must be involved. A whole your life you must be involved. Anywhere you are, you can be the one to rewrite the family history that cause positive change in your lineage. Judges 6 from 4 to 16, you see it. It was a poor Manasseh. Gideon was a poor Manasseh. He has orphans in their family. They ruled them in poverty. He was left alone. No help. The system, the family history was speaking. It's the list in the family struggles. You cannot write your family history when you don't understand the weakness and the strength of your family. No matter where you are coming from, where you are going, you must check the family history, what is going on, what is speaking. Because you cannot go to where you're going. You can move a journey, but you're still in a journey. Many generations to come, you're still on the journey. Gideon said that his family is the poorest in Manasseh. he went forth and built an altar for God. He went forth and called the grove trees in his father's house. It never happened before, but he destroyed his father's altar. They treated his life by his own people. They wanted to take his life. They wanted to speak for dragon, but he stood against dragon, against the people. Because he's ready for war. He's ready for a change. He's ready to rewrite history. They treated his life by his own people to destroy him. The family wanted to stone him because of idolatry. Gideon went in the strength of his prophecy to destroy the altar and rebuild the altar. The poorest, the least, the weakest went forth to do exploits. What can you do in your generation? What can you do to stand forth? Are we continue every year talking about history? Are we continue every year giving credit to the enemies? Because the life you live, the defeat in your life is giving credit to the devil. The history, they're checking your lineage, are checking the generation on the old. They find no difference. That's what we call a pattern. If there's a change, it's no longer a pattern. If you change in your generation, and from your father's generation, there's no platform. You break the bridge. That's what they call a Bodia people. A covenant breakers. Cost breakers. Your father never driven a car. You're still trekking. You're wearing suit. Trek to bus stop. I enter Dafu. They go to places. Who had done this? In the days of fathers, he lived in the village. He trekked all the whole village, from village to village. From Soka to Umuahia. He moved with legs. From Umuahia to Enugu to Imo State. He wearing ties, walk with the white people. The children down, enter Lagos. Modern day slavery. Who had done this? My brother. My brother, I don't talk to people, sir. Your father stayed with your mother. After he went forth and married first and married second. Now you never married now. You are already with 4 girlfriends. You are practicing polygamy before you marry. Don't you see that is he speaking already? How many girlfriends do you have now? You have almost 4 now. Polygamy is already speaking. You move before you are practicing how to marry 7 in your own time. Generation is speaking. You are laughing. You are laughing the matter. History is repeating itself. History. Even when you have 4 girlfriends, you see her now, you know, remove your eyes. But they do you. He became a leader, a deliverer, a commander. He caused a change. Enemy show Gideon limitations, but God show him his real self. No matter who you are, you can cause a change in your lineage. You don't need to be the firstborn in your family or be the most standing to write history in your family. Joseph was the 11th child and he became the most standing, most famous in the family. He made history for his name. He made history for God. So what are you doing? Where is your prayer point? Where is your faith in God? Where is your faith? What is your calling? Where is your prophecy? Where is your dreams? Don't let your dream to die in the same altar of your family. Rise! Fight a good fight. If you don't fight, the fight is fighting. If you don't fight, you are still on the fight. No matter where you are, you may fight for death. You may fight for affliction. You may fight for the sickness, but you're not fighting destiny. Because when they push you out from destiny, they engage you on other attack. Because there are people who are supposed to play in Europe, they are now playing the Ajagula League. Local champion. Think where they have cornered you. Think where they have cornered your life. To be struggling there, but that's not your destiny. Struggle out. Stop fishing in the shadow water. Go to the big ocean. That's why you see shark, that you get engaged. I pray for this generation. Generation are sitting in the house because they don't have money to come. They are going to church only Sundays. Chairs are vacant, all of that. They don't know what they are in. Go and read the Bible. At time will come, people will be looking for church to go, but they won't see again. Yeah, go and check it. It's in the Bible. The time will come, the church, everybody will say, I want to go to church. I want to go and worship God, but it's too late.